Hi, good morning. Welcome to a foreigner in the Philippines. Good morning.
Yes,
This is our early night meandering.
And from me a calm response to the fact that we are going to make a video about today. Now, honey, can we get an agreement that you won't scream in my ear?
No, I'm not. Yeah, we went. What today? We went to Tagbilaran today. We do the test for Terence, some laboratory, some X-ray, some ECG, and after that, we're supposed to see the doctor, the cardiology, which is one needed before we're going to Manila.
Oh, that's to interpret the results that we got from the test today, yeah?
Because the cardiology will be the one to give what do you call that, huh? Clearance. Going to give a clearance that Terence is good for operation. Yeah.
Well, if I'm good for being beaten about the head every time we make a video, I should be all right, don't you think?
But it happens that the result is 24 hours, so we plan to go back tomorrow, but before that, we make sure that there's a cardiology tomorrow, and it happens that no.
Well, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to go back tomorrow when the test results will be there, but apparently there's no cardiologist. Now, The thing is, if you're in the West, you might find this interesting to know, but when you go to a hospital here in the Philippines, you go on the various floors, first, second, and third, or whatever floor, and you walk along a corridor, and along that corridor there'll be people sitting waiting, and they'll be waiting outside certain doors, and those certain doors will be the entrance to the what?
Yeah, to the
different doctors.
Yeah, to the different doctors.
And they'll have their small surgery clinics within the hospital, and they'll have their own hours, and they'll have their own secretary. I think usually one secretary to maybe 2 or 3.
3 or 4 doctors.
Right.
Yeah.
So you go in and speak to the secretary, and you either do or don't get an appointment, or she tells you no, they're on vacation. In fact, that's what they told us.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
And the doctors will be back on Monday, and the other because there are 2 cardiology on that hospital, which is the private hospital in Tagbilaran, which is the only cardiology in Tagbilaran. So the other one is resumed on Monday, and the other one is June 8th. So we decided to go on Monday or Tuesday and bring the result to the cardiology. So after that, we supposed to bring the result of the MRI of Desiree, but it happens that the doctor is not available. Yeah, the neurologist. Yeah. And we'll be back on 29.
So we've actually tried several times to make contact with the neurologist. Haven't you had her phone number?
Yeah, I texted her the other week, and she replied and says, I texted her the other week, and she replied that she's in Manila for a convention. So when our visitor only came, so we postponed our visit there, just in case the doctor was there. But after that, I think I called Saturday, like that.
Yeah, so it turned out she hadn't come back anyway.
Yeah, she's not come back yet.
So she wasn't there during the time that we spent with Oni.
Yeah.
So that was
yeah, and then I think she come back for a few days, just a clinic.
Oh,
and
did
then,
she?
And then when we go today, she's another, I think, convention again, or vacation, I'm not sure.
And it seemed like
it says
quite a few.
in the door that the clinic doctor is not available from 23 to 29.
29, and it seems like quite a few were doing that. When we went to, we're looking for cardiologists, but we look at the other signs. They all have their little plate outside on the wall telling you who they are and what they do, and their hours. And quite a few of them were off at the same time, so maybe it is a big convention in Manila, which a lot of them are attending.
Yeah, and then supposedly about the goiter. Yeah, we supposedly see a doctor and asked if he could recommend to the government hospital, but it happens that the patient should be there so that the doctor could look, because...
Oh, so that's somebody that we're going to have to take up there again?
Yeah, but it happened, we already did a video for that, and there's no good response yet. Yeah, sometimes there are like that.
You mean nobody wants to
Yeah.
help? Okay, well, that's the way that it goes. As
Yeah,
I've said.
but I think the other days, I told you that it's a little bit upset. What do you call that? Sad when we saw the people that asking help and we can't able. But thank you to a good friend and a great good supporters who said to us that not all who asked help you can able to help. So I just awake that, and it's a relief that that's the reality. Sometimes we could help and sometimes it's not. Yeah.
And there's not always a terrific amount of logic to it, because it doesn't go on need. It literally just goes on. We tell the story, and then people either want to help that or they don't, and there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it. It's just whatever stirs you to help.
Yeah, even the rag house, every time we pass, we just continue praying for it,
Well, that's very pitiful, because how many children are there?
Yeah, the first rag house is 6 children, which is kid, and the other one is 3. The number 2 rag house. So it's a pity, but then that's the reality. But we're positive that someone out there could be a blessing to that family. So
what about the other house, the second rag house?
Yeah, there's 3 kids.
3 kids.
Yeah, the first rag house is 6 kids. The second rag house is 3 kids. So that's our little update. Handsome boy.
I'm always handsome when somebody pokes their little finger into my eye.
Yeah, so Mrs. O, Mr. and Mrs. O, thank you. The cat really have a good dinner.
That's because we received 3 boxes when we came home tonight. There were 3 boxes waiting at Timio's house, and we picked up the 3 boxes. Well, I didn't pick up the boxes. There were 2 strong young men who did that. But we managed to get up the hill tonight, and we opened the first box, which we're not going to open every one at once, because we need to share out what is inside, and so we'll be opening them as and when we've done some kind of a share out, because we don't really need that much. I mean, there's Mr. and Mrs. O, there was just so much stuff in there. Thank you so much. Yeah,
thank you so much. It's great. It's amazing. So all we can do is praying that whatever the blessings will return multiple, triple, or quadruple, or tenfold. There's a tenfold.
Well, if there's a triple, there's a tenfold.
Have a good day. God bless. Good night.
Bye for now.